So this is the first step of the process, right? So this is the machine that cuts it down, puts it in the rows. Then so generally what we'll want to do is we run these through and we'll combine within. It takes about 10 days for it to dry in the field before we're ready to combine.
10 days.
Yeah, I mean it depends on a lot of factors, but sometimes we start a little sooner. Like this was cut probably 2.5 weeks ago. This field. These machines are kind of a special machine that they've just developed for grass seed. This header, the same machine they use for doing alfalfa and stuff, but they put a different cutter head on it. And this machine will travel at about 15 miles per hour in operationally. So they can do, I mean, what do they do in an hour? So we can do almost 200 acres per day per machine. It's crazy how much we can get done. And we generally cut the grass most of the time we cut it at night, so we want the temperature to be cooler. A little bit of moisture is ideal so we don't lose the seed. And so, but yeah, this is the first step of the whole grass seed process. So we also have New Hollands too. So we've got 3 John Deeres and 4 New Hollands, which are a little bit different. But these machines are the most advanced machine in my So I started farming when I was 15, at probably in the mid 90s. This machine will do four times what we started with.
Oh, really?
That's so 3 of these is the equivalent of 12 of what we used to run. But the grass seed, so we grow almost all tall fescue. It matures in a really short period of time. So the optimum time to cut it is only 5 days.
Oh, okay.
So we have to cut virtually our entire crop within that 5 to 7 day window. So it's really important that we have to go really fast. If you guys have seen it, but as the crop matures here, I mean, huge swaths of the Willamette Valley get cut really quickly.
Right.
That's generally, we do a lot of the cutting around the beginning of July. We started around the 4th and we were done probably by about the 10th of July, 12th of July we were finishing.
What about that machine? Kind of, said.
This is our heavy tillage tractor. So this is a 700 horsepower tractor. It's our biggest tractor we have.
Okay.
So we do all of our heavy tillage and stuff with that, work the ground up and get it ready to plant. So generally in this area, when a field comes out and replant it, we basically do full tillage. We work it down basically almost to bare dirt again.
What about this attachment working for?
That's a disc that just cuts the ground up. Yeah. This is our seeder that we use to plant grass seed. So it should be in the shed, but the shed's getting full of everything else that got pulled out. And then these are our balers, obviously, but we run Massey's. They're kind of an industry standard. In this area, there's Massey's. Some guys run Krone balers too. We make around an 1,100 pound bale, 1,100 to 1,150. So these don't make a super heavy bale, but I think they make a pretty good bale overall. So. Yeah, so it's just picking it up, jams it in, and the plunger just bangs it together.
Nowadays, how much does it cost to buy? $500,000?
Oh, the baler?
Yep.
Oh man, they're probably around 200,000 right now. Maybe a little bit less than that. I haven't bought one in the recent past. Well, a couple years ago we did. But they've definitely. There's some new ones that make a really heavy bale. They're really expensive. These aren't the super high density balers, but I think we run 500 and 550 knot strength twine. So we've gone to heavier twine to try to keep our broken bales down as a minimum. But yeah, and then we run mostly Fendt tractors. This is the brand of tractor. These are German tractors. Yeah, they're the most fuel efficient tractor you can get.
Yeah. Really higher, you're taller than me.
Yeah, well, the ones on our grain cart are even bigger.
Wow.
This is one of our combines for grass seed. Getting it put back together. Had some broken stuff they were working on getting fixed. Broke a chain on it yesterday, and so they're working on getting it buttoned back.
Looks so expensive one.
They're pretty expensive, yeah. I don't know what a new one costs. These are probably 7 years old, And when we bought them, they were about $500,000.
Now
Yeah, they're expensive.
almost
Wow.
A new one's like 750 probably. They're too expensive. So generally, like, we don't buy new ones very often. I mean, it's like every 15 years we get new machines. We take good care of them and try to keep them running. The technology is advancing a lot in farming. So basically, what we had before, this combine does almost twice the work, and so we're at that now, kind of where the farming technology's advanced and it's kind of plateaued. So when if we get to something that's much bigger and more efficient, then eventually we'll upgrade to that. But like for us, it's a matter of efficiency is really important. So if we can save in labor or different things, then that's the most important thing. So, and then generally, like we'll generally harvest around 50 acres a day per combine. That's what we shoot to do. I mean, on a good day of combining, we're harvesting around 350 to 400 acres of seed. Yeah, so a lot of times we'll still be
이렇게,
this will still
이렇게.
be like mostly a full suit crop.
이게 턱이가 되잖아.
네.
그래서 이게
Depends on actually.
풀페스키하고 애녀 달라. 애녀는 그냥 평바닥에 날짜 쭉 빼면 아무도 없어. 근데 이거는 이렇게 속에다 베고 난 다음에 또 놨다면 내년 또 나고. 단연생이니까.
5년 나나요?
5년, 6년,
다-
7년까지
다년생.
나고 하는데
애니얼은 매년 파종하고.
매년 파종하고. 그래서 애녀리란 뜻이 있잖아. 1년생이란 풀이고.
애니얼.
플레뉴라고 하면 단연생인데 보통 2, 3년 가고 이거는 한 뭐
It depends
5년에서
on the
7년.
contract and how long the stand lasts.
톨페스큐.